Dan James joins us in the tunnel after the match. Dan, first and foremost, congratulations. A really important win. 2 wins in a few days here at Elland Road. I guess you and the guys, big smiles coming off, must be delighted.
Yeah, it's a massive win for us. Obviously 2 wins in 3 days at home. We keep building this home form. I think the clean sheet was so important tonight again. I thought we defended absolutely brilliant. It starts from there. We get an early goal and there's going to be times where they're on top tonight, but it's about defending well. And when we get that second and keep pushing from there, we can relax that a little bit. No one always going to get the chances on the counter attack, but I thought we were brilliant tonight, and we've got a little time to rest before Burnley. It's going to be a tough one on Monday.
Yeah, and one of the things that we noticed in the studio is that you and Manor Solomon on the opposite side are doing really, really well to get in onto the back end of each other's crosses. Is that something you lot have talked about and discussed? And if so, have you set each other a target as to who's going to finish off with the most goals or most assists this season?
I wouldn't say we set a target, but yeah, we definitely speak to each other before the game. I think I know he's going to be in there, without even looking up, and he knows exactly the same the other side. So, it's something that we always try to do. I think there's been a couple of times where I think this is the first time where we've set each other both up in the same game. Yeah. It's always nice to do that, knowing that they're going to be in there, because it adds to getting assists and also goals. So he's brilliant at getting in there. He's been class throughout the year. He's really found his form, and he'll continue to do that.
DJ, it's Stu. Just on the topic of relationships, there's another relationship that I think seems to be getting stronger week by week, and that's you, Jayden, and Brendan. You seem to be forming like a triangle there, and a lot of the joy is coming down that right hand side. Is that something you work really hard on in training, or what is it? Because every week it just seems to be getting stronger and stronger.
Yeah, you're right. I think ultimately it comes from Joe as well. I think when Joe drives and steps in, it starts kind of us off really. I think with him driving, it puts them on the back foot and it gives a bit more time and space. I think we've been talking every game. We know that if we kind of use it as like a mini game, as in we've got to be solid down our side. We win down our side tonight and we win the game. That's what kind of me and Jayden think about. And ultimately it starts from Joe, but then obviously Brendan as well, because that relationship, it's really hard if you overload that side. Ultimately I want to get in behind. I want to try and get it to feet, get it in space and behind, and they create that. So yeah, when we're all ticking over, we're quite dominant down that right hand side, and that's something that we'll keep working on.
Absolutely pinpoint cross within about 30 seconds to set up that first goal for Manor, and then you get your goal as well. Let's show you this. Dan, you can talk us through it from your point of view and exactly what we're talking about here with the relationship that you've been building up. So take a look at this and talk us through it.
Yeah, I think Manor's always when he cuts in, I always know he's gonna put that ball in. He's great at putting it far corner, but he was in a position where he probably wouldn't have been able to do that. Jayden's tried to give me a shout on the first one, and then I've given him the shout on the second one, and I think he's ducked over it. I think he could have headed it. Just as he's about to head it, I shouted, and it was just about getting good contact. It was, sometimes, by just bouncing the ball, it obviously takes it away from the keeper. But for me, it's something that I try to work on, just getting good contact. Because I think sometimes you try and be too perfect with it, and a keeper can make a good save. But it was just about getting good contact on the ball, and thankfully it went back of the net. It was a great ball.
I can't believe you won the first header.
I was going to say that, you beat me to it.
Yeah, nearly got. And I think Ben nearly got an assist off. I nearly got an assist off that. I think Ben was quite close, but it was. Thankfully the ball, the player kept it in, didn't he, and it went back out to Manon. It was, as I said, great ball, and thankfully it went in the back of the net.
Dan, thanks so much for your time. Just very quickly, because you mentioned it right at the start of this chat here. Big game on Monday. You're obviously looking ahead to that. There are 4 teams now really very much at the top end of the table. Leeds sit at the top of the tree at the moment, but Monday's it's a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think every game's big, but it's 2 teams right at the top of the table. Monday Night Football is always great to watch, and two teams that are going to go at it. Obviously, they come to our place and they won 1-0, and we're very disappointed with that. We've got that that little bit extra rest, that little time, more time to prepare, and it's one that we're all looking forward to. I think the fans are as well.